Hi, my name is Wanda Stride and I am a member of the current equity team for the East Central Ontario Regional Council of the United Church of Canada. And you have found me in early May 2021 on the beautiful shores of Lake Ontario at Presqu'île Point Provincial Park. I'm here this afternoon to speak to you about reimagining God, rethinking our understanding of who God is. How we think about God informs how we think about ourselves and how we think about the people around us. The content for this video was largely drawn from a McGeechee Senior Scholar research project, the United Church Foundation, and submitted in May of 2020. So we're here to speak to you about reimagining God and to offer this meditation as a lens for us to consider equity perspectives. This meditation was written by Becca Anderson at a Widening the Welcome workshop with the United Church of Christ, November 3rd in 2018. And Becca's intent was not to literally place human attributes onto God, but rather to symbolically invite people to embrace their sense of God and of God's love for all people.
Imagine the body of God. Imagine it with all the genders and races and physical descriptions of the world. God is male and female and both and neither and all. God is black and red and olive and tan. God has hair in long braids, slanted eyes, flat nose, big lips, long beard, curvy body, long arms, short legs. God wears flowing dresses and blue jeans, and saris, and turbans, and tuxedos, and lots of jewelry. God has tattoos of every animal of the world, and a single heart-shaped stud in their right ear. And God has every ability and disability in the world. God walks, God limps, God rolls, God crawls. God gets where God needs to be. God gets to us. However God can. God's mind works with the speed and sometimes the randomness of ADHD. God feels pain with the depths of depression. An energy like an episode of mania. God hears voices, the voices of all the people and all living things. God has no one way of solving problems. Sometimes God moves from step to step with the most analytic of minds. And sometimes God makes great intuitive leaps that cannot be explained. Sometimes God gets stuck in a loop because the present, whether good or bad, is the time where God lives. God paints with their feet and reads with their hands. God can dance by swaying and shuffling and sing by making noises that are not words, but express emotions that words cannot. God is too busy reaching out to us to be concerned that they cannot see. God is too busy feeling the rhythm of music in their bones to worry about what it sounds like. God is too busy loving with all God's arrhythmic heart to be anything but grateful for the body they have. Is it any wonder that we have trouble grasping God when God's body does not move the way we expect a body to move? Is it any wonder we have trouble understanding God when God speaks with the slurred words of cerebral palsy? Is it any wonder that we cannot comprehend God, who bears the chronic pain of the suffering of the world? How can we come closer to this being beyond our comprehension, this body-mind that meets none of our expectations? By freeing ourselves of expectations. By searching for God in the unique body-minds of our fellow human beings. By seeking to understand that which challenges us and confuses us and frightens us. By accepting ourselves and the body-minds that make us who we are.
When we pray that all of this may be so, when we pray to love all bodies and minds, when we pray to be both broken and whole at once, we are praying to be more like God. What has surprised you in your response considering equity to this meditation? What challenges you in considering equity? Thank you for tuning in. If you would like to learn more about equity, please contact the equity team of the East Central Ontario Regional Council, either through the communications officer or through our staff person.